my god, I'm not ready to film this video. I'm dying already and I'm not even talking about anything.
Hi everyone, so I read Percy Jackson! Oh my god! I read the whole series, like the Percy Jackson series, and I want to do a fangirl talk about it, and let's just say I finished reading The Last Olympian like 20 minutes ago, and I am dying. And actually it was like an hour ago. Anyway, I want to talk to you about it because I have actually wanted to film this fangirl talk ever since I decided I would start reading it, and I started reading it and I fell in love with it and I just kept reading it and now I just finished it and I want to cry because it was so good and it's over. So if you haven't read Percy Jackson, then this video will involve spoilers, but before I get there, I want to tell you that if you haven't read it yet, and you're like, yeah, I know everyone talks about it, but I'm not really in the mood for it, or if you think that the movies were weird, the movies are nothing like the books, and it's just wonderful, and like, I was shocked when I found out that it's middle grade. Like, I had no idea, because I had watched the first two movies, so I thought that it was just like young adult, but it was not. But like, I would never expect to love a middle grade novel that much, let alone a series, and just like, I obviously did not think that I would ever love a middle grade book, and I absolutely adored this, and it's seriously probably I haven't read many book series, so like, I can't say that it's the best book series I've read, but it's like, it's just one of the best books I've ever read in my entire life, and it's just so fucking good, and it's so adventurous, and you will never know what's gonna come. Like, you will have no fucking idea what's gonna happen, because just Rick is absolutely fucking crazy and awesome. And if you're someone who really cares about like plot twists and not knowing what's gonna happen, then you're gonna love it. Like, this is something that I don't really care about, but I still loved it in this book. Like, just the tension and waiting for like how it's gonna end and just what's gonna actually happen, because just there are all the prophecies and you just don't have a, like, you know, it's like he gives you the prophecy, so you're like guessing and thinking and you're like, yeah, maybe I think this is gonna happen, but then something happens and you're like, I have no idea again. And then when you feel like you finally think you know what's gonna happen, you don't know again, and it's just so good. And seriously, it's the best series I've ever read, and the best books I've ever read. The characters are awesome, and just the world, and just, it's so funny and adventurous and just so good. So please, if you haven't read it yet, then read it, 'cause seriously, the only thing I regret is that I haven't read this series sooner, because just it's so good. So that will be it for the not spoilers, for the just whatever. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna talk about what happened in all the books. So if you haven't read it, or if you haven't read all of them, then don't watch this video, because I'm mostly gonna talk about the last one, because that's the one I read just like right now, and I completely forgot what happened before, because this is just the last book. Holy shit. So don't watch this if you haven't read them all. So let's talk about this, shall we? I am not ready for this. Seriously, I just I actually don't know where to start. I didn't think about this at all. I just want to share my feelings with you. That's just how I film fangirl talks. And probably what I say probably won't make sense at all, but like, all I have on my mind right now is just that the last book, like, I don't even know what to say. It was just all so good. Just the characters, like, Percy is so fucking awesome. Annabeth is just as brilliant. And, like, just Grover and Tyson and Thea and everyone, like, oh my gosh. I'm just dying. I'm just so dead right now because it's over, but it was so wonderful, and I just want more, and I want to read all the series that are like related to this, and I really don't know what to start with. I started crying when I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm terrible at pronouncing names, but when Athena, not the way to pronounce it, sorry, when she told Annabeth that she will be the architect of the new Olympus, I was just like, of course, yeah, of course she would be the architect, but I was just, I started crying, because it was just so emotional, and after being like, oh my gosh, who's gonna die, what's gonna happen, it was just such a relief, and it was so amazing. Just when the gods were talking to them after they were all safe, it was just so beautiful, and I was just, oh my god. And just when she told her that she would design the new city and everything, I was just like, oh my gosh, this was her biggest dream. And and then when Percy was offered the immortality, I was like, of course, yeah, what else would they want to give him? And I didn't think he would I didn't think he would take it, so I didn't really feel but it was still super cool. And then when he said that he can't accept it, I was like, oh well, what is he gonna choose? But what he told them, it was so beautiful. He's so awesome. He's the best character ever, and it was just so kind of him, so incredibly kind, and it was such an awesome wish. Just literally, it had nothing, there was nothing in it for him, only that just he wanted, just, it was just so, it was just so beautiful, and I'm just dying, as you can see. This is I haven't filmed that many fangirl talks, but this is definitely the most emotional one, because the feels are real. And I definitely want to talk about these books again, so maybe I'll film another video where it will actually make sense, but I don't even, I can't even think about what happened before that, because it was all so awesome, and seriously, the best series ever, and I ship Percy and Annabeth so much that, the scene in the 4th book when Percy, was on the mountain with the weird dogs, and then he went to Calypso, and it was just so quick. He wrote there that just Annabeth kissed him, and I was just like, what? And it was just so quick, and I didn't even have time. I didn't have time to process it. I was just like, oh my gosh. But just she kept talking about Luke, and then Rachel came, and I was just like, what? But then, of course, well, I have some questions, okay? This will actually make sense, but I want to know. Please tell me in the comments. First question I have, who's your favorite character? Second question I have, who's your favorite god? And third, which god / goddess would you think you would be the daughter / son of? That was a weird sentence, but you know what I'm asking, so please tell me. I'm super curious. I love questions like this. I want to talk about Percy forever. This is the best thing ever, and I need to buy all the fandom things, mugs and t-shirts and everything, because I love it so much, and I don't even know what to say, because I can't even discuss any of the plot or characters, because I'm just totally dying, and I'm sure you can feel me. If you read it, then, oh my gosh, I should have waited, but at the same time, I just wanted to, my feelings to be fresh, and, you know. My favorite god, by the way, is, I really like Hermes. He's, super cool. Then, of course, Percy's dad. I won't pronounce his name, because I won't even try. And I don't know, they're all, Apollo, yeah, he's also super freaking cool, and I love him, and I don't know, most of them are just super cool and awesome. I do not like, Athena much, not that, it's not that I don't like her, but she's nothing for me much, but yeah. And I think Percy is such an awesome hero, because he's like the, he's like the kind of like chosen one who's always like in the books, but like he's like the powerful hero, but he's so awesome. And I feel like just Rick made him like in an awesome way, and I think that he's just so like kind, and just he's the best hero ever. And seriously, oh my gosh, just like, I didn't think it would be this bad. I mean, I knew that I'd be just totally dead, but just I didn't know that I wouldn't be able to say a single normal sentence, so yeah. But let's just say I loved this series so much, and just, I can't even, I don't know, it's just so good, and I want more from that world. I want so much more, and yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna try to refilm this, but I just really want to keep it real, and this is how I feel right now. It's just the best series ever, and like, the way, just the last book is the best last book ever. Like, I read on Goodreads, like, a lot of comments and stuff, and everyone said how, like, yeah, because Jessie the reader was reading it now, and I read some comments, and people were saying, like, this is the best last book, and this is so cool, and you will love this, and stuff, and I was like, ah, and then I read it, I was like, I know what you're talking about. It is the best last book ever, and it's so full of tension, and, like, you don't know what's gonna happen, and just all the plot twists are genius, and just the way they saved it made so much sense. It wasn't like, it wasn't that they were like lucky that much, because of course, like, in a lot of movies you see that like the bad side has millions of people and the good side has just like 20, and then like they're supposed to be the bad side, and then they just do because they're so powerful, and like, and they are very lucky. But in this book I felt like it all made sense, because just with every like new beast and new monsters, someone like new came, like someone new came, and they helped them, and it just all made sense, and it was just absolutely perfect, I think. And I could not find a single flaw in this series. I'm sure it does have some flaws, but I can't see them, and I just think it's just brilliant, and I absolutely understand why everyone's always talked about it, and I will forever love Greek mythology, and I will definitely read this series again a million more times, because it's just so good, and I love it so much. And yeah, I think I've been talking, not really talking, for 40 minutes, so I'm gonna shut up now. Even though I didn't say much, I'm really sorry if this was just super weird and like, what the fuck. But I still hope you enjoyed this video, and if you are still watching this right now, then please answer these 3 questions and just tell me whatever you feel about it. I just want to talk about Percy because it's just so good, and that will be it for this video. Yeah, so tell me everything you think, and see you in the next video, which should be better and should make more sense. So yeah, see you later, guys. Have a great day. And yeah. Bye.